Let me repeat that. You have to watch from the birth of the Zionist movement. You have to watch the Ottoman Empire and its control over the Holy Land. And you also have to watch Arabia, which is the heartland of Islam. So now then, 5 years after the birth of the Zionist movement, a conference took place in Paris. It brought together all those who were in opposition to the Ottoman Sultan. Amongst them were those who would later be called the Young Turks. But amongst them in that conference, playing a very important role, was the Zionist movement. The Young Turks and the Zionist movement, the relationship between the Young Turks and the Zionist movement, that is your research work. The conference took place in 1902, and within 6 years, they were successful in bringing regime change to the Ottoman Empire. And Sultan Abdul Hamid was overthrown, and the godless, secular Young Turk movement took control of the Ottoman Empire in 1908. I bought a PhD thesis on this subject, the period 1902 to 1908, to trace the history. How did they succeed in just 6 years in regime change? I paid $300 for that book. Someone borrowed it from me and never returned it. So when I was in Cape Town last January, I found the book on the internet, and I paid $100 to have it printed. And when the seminar is over, you can take a look at it. This book, a PhD thesis, is valuable for information, not so much for analysis. It's valuable for facts and documents, but not so much for analysis. Preparation for a revolution. Now then, something else happened in 1902. This one, by overthrowing Abdul Hamid and bringing about regime change in Constantinople, facilitated the Zionist goal of bringing a place for them in Jerusalem, in the Holy Land, because Abdul Hamid was resolutely opposed to Theodore Herzl and the Zionist movement. But something else happened in 1902, and that is Abdulaziz ibn Saud, whose family had previously been in Riyadh but had been exiled. He took about 40 men, and against advice from his military people, he was able to take Riyadh by surprise. And he conquered Riyadh in 1902. And from 1902, the history of the Arabian Peninsula changed completely. And the Zionists are now on their way of taking control of the world of Islam through Abdulaziz ibn Saud and the Saudi Wahhabi movement.